story time. Here it is.
There you go. Let's waste no time.
Oh my goodness. So we were having a wonderful conversation with my aunt, and I wanted to discuss with her what I had came into knowledge of, and that being that throughout my fathering career, I never knew that there was a bill that came due. I did not know that you had to pay for the birth of a child, and I found out. I found out, and we had to, go through the history of my fathering career, and the lady was just informing me that, 19-year-old, yes, I was 19, first child was born, and you were obviously in college, yes. Did you have a job? Not really, not really. And she was telling me, well, you were broke, and broke normally means that the government is going to pay for that bill.
Mm-hmm.
Fathering career continues, so 24 years old. And once again, are you in college? Yes, I am in college during that time. Were you working? Well, I just had work study and stuff. Was the mom working? No, she was younger. And well, once again, you were broke, so the government paid for, covered the cost of the delivery for the child and all the medical visits and doctor visits. But okay, then she lets us know what our percentage is going to end up being. And I learned that there's different tiers when it comes to medical coverage when you have it. You have a 90-10, you got an 80-20, you got a 70-30, 60-40, and then a 94. And so all those numbers represent how much the healthcare company is going to cover towards medical cost. And so since we're at a 90-10, that means we were responsible for paying $3,600. And so once I got home and figured that out, I was like, you mean to tell me it costs $35,000 to $36,000 before the child even enters the world? And while I'm sharing all of this with my Aunt Florel, she begins to laugh at me because I did not know about this at all.
I knew, but I didn't necessarily connect the dots because I too was, considered broke when I had Ray. So the government paid, but I knew that things were being paid. It just didn't connect the dots that if the government wasn't paying, then I would be the person who would have to pay. So yeah, it was when that realization came, I'm like, oh, that does make sense though. That does make sense. Yeah.
Astonishing. I honestly feel that
Children are expensive.
that is true, but it's ridiculous that while they're being developed, there is a bill that's due. That is insane. I want to know how many people knew this. How many people knew that it cost? Like, for some reason, my brain is just, you just have a baby. You deliver the baby, and then you go home, and the bill is due. Meaning, formula, the bottles, the furniture, the raising, the feeding, the clothing, and all the while you're paying taxes on that. So it's just like the delivery cost should be covered. It should be free because the overall economy is going to benefit off the birth of a child because the parent inevitably has to pay for it. And And so it may be Walmart that gets, you get taxed at Walmart or Jamboree, Children's Place, Costco, wherever it's at, getting taxed. And then that child, is a part of the workforce eventually at some point in time. And then they are going to be paying. So it's just like that should be free. And that's what I'm pushing as the president of the United States of America come 2024.
Anyway.
Delivery will be free.
See,
all because I don't want to pay 10% because it's stupid.
So while you were talking right now, you know what popped into my mind?
What?
You know that, I think it was a TikTok where like people were doing stuff and then like they show the one side of them and it's like they're gonna know, and the other side's like they're not gonna know. Like they're gonna know, they're not gonna. So it's like the government is saying they're not gonna know, and like the medical professionals like they're gonna know, and they're like they're not gonna know. Like they're not gonna know that there's a bill, but they're gonna know. They're not gonna know.
I never knew. My entire fathering career from 19 to 32, 13 years. I never knew there was a bill until now. Until now. That is insane. This makes me question, like, really? The child goes to school. We don't, property tax covers that. Covers the school and education because a certain proportion of that goes to that. And the teachers get paid through all that. So it's just like, why? Why can't that continue to college? Why can't that be before the child is born? It just doesn't make any sense. It should be covered till the baby's born. It should be covered. Free of charge, because you're going to get your money.
But those practitioners need to be covered.
That's what taxes are for.
So all of the nurses, MAs, appointment clerks,
And some of those hospitals are government funded, if I'm not mistaken.
some aren't.
So, this doesn't make any sense at all. But I digress. That story time, the realization that there is a bill that's due before the baby's born. Like you find out you're pregnant and the bill begins because now this is the expected due date. This is your whatever percentage. We can break it up in 9 payments.
No.
9 easy payments. And it's just like, well, what if for some people, the struggle was real and they couldn't get to the doctor till month 6. So now they're getting hit with a 10% that's going to be due in 3 months or however the doctor's office works it out. But that's just insane. That's insane.
I wonder if maybe years back, we talked about the cost of children and how it's like 300.
Yeah, it's around 300,000 to raise a child.
I wonder if that includes this part.
I don't know. I have to go back and read that article because
'Cause
I doubt it included that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it included this portion of the. It wouldn't be the raising. I guess the development of the child.
Guess. Yeah. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
We should have made this a mukbang.
Really?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Well, we shall expeditiously transition to the actual topic of today, and that is